The Roy Rowan Award for Best Investigative Reporting is sponsored by his son, Marcus. The citation goes to Maggie Michael, Mayad al-Zikri, and Nariam al-Mufti for Yemen's Dirty War, published by the Associated Press with support from the Pulitzer Center on Crisis Reporting. The winners are the International Consortium of Investigative Journalists, I'm proud to say the NBC News Investigative Unit, the Associated Press, and their media partners for Implant Files. Reported by 350 journalists around the globe, the investigation exposed deadly flaws in the global regulation of medical implants that have left thousands disfigured, disabled, or dead. The investigation also showed how regulators are bowing to industry pressure to rush products to market and in covering up reports of injuries and deaths when those devices fail. The series sparked immediate pledges for reform from health authorities in North America and Europe.
So I'm up here obviously accepting this award on behalf of an awful lot of journalists around the world. And many thanks to the OPC for accommodating an implausibly large group of news organizations in one award submission. This project, as with any other collaboration, especially with ICIJ, I think, really put on display the power of collaborative journalism and the way that the whole can become so much more than the sum of the parts. I know you all are probably pretty excited to hear about some medical devices, so let me tell you about one. In 2015, the Department of Justice secured a court order to take a medical device called the SynchroMed 2 off the market. This was called an implantable pain pump, which basically had two components. One was implanted in your abdomen and held a reservoir of opiates. The other part was a catheter that wound up into your spine, into the deepest and most sensitive parts of your spinal column. This device had some problems. For the people who it was implanted in many cases caused mind-bending cycles of overdose and withdrawal that in some cases could become fatal. Perhaps the even bigger problem was how many people this device was implanted in. More than 250,000 people around the globe were implanted with this device before the Department of Justice forced it off the market. In a lot of cases, removing especially the spinal catheter of this device could entail paralysis or even death. One of the many stories in our investigation sought to answer the question of why this device was implanted, why regulators allowed this device to be implanted in so many people around the world, and what happened, what on earth happened to all the patients. As I'm running up against the 2-minute time slot, I'll go ahead and let you all read the rest online if you're curious. Because it's ICIJ, I have to give some shout outs to the people who steered this sprawling, sometimes maniacal reporting process across 5 continents and 35 newsrooms. Jared Ryle, Marina Walker-Rivera, Ben Hallman, and Fergus Scheel, and the completely crucial help of the Associated Press and NBC News. Thanks again to you all so much.